Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. I had a rough review last time on my channel, and I'm surprised that it got a decent number of views. Probably like 300 now, and I'm really surprised about that result because it's the review's kind of slappy, and I'm not really satisfied. I'm not really happy about that because just like my initial thoughts when I'm using that bike, like the first thing that I said while using that bike, like instantly, I just bought it. I just used it the day after I bought it. So you have an idea how excited I am. So the review of that is more of like experiencing in the road more than saying a much specific, a much concrete review. So I feel like I owe you to have a much decent and much precise review, although this is still not a professional type of review or experience of a cyclist, but I guess this is much better than the first one that I did. So yeah, bear with me. But before that, let's go with the intro first. Yeah, let's go. So I had that bike I think 3 weeks now, and I've been using it for almost like in 4 times in a row, like long run here in Hong Kong. And so far I'm just enjoying it, to be honest. And although I'm gonna give you some hint on what I've learned and what I have experienced for that e-bike. So let's go through it. First, it's a 22 kilogram bike without the battery yet. So all in all, that's like 23 24 kilogram. It's really heavy, and if you're gonna try it without battery, it will be a struggle for you. Although it's still gonna run, but it's heavier than the usual bike that most people use. Second, the battery is, as you can see, it's 36 watts. It says in here 36. I don't know if you can see it. It's 36 watts. Oh no, 36 volts in 8 AH. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a 36 volt battery. Just this alone, it weighs 1.98 kilograms. It's heavy, and I usually put it on. Actually, when I bought it, there's a bag on the front of the bike that you can put in it, which is something like a sealed thing that even if it's rain, it's somehow covered and it won't affect your battery. And along with it, it has the Juno brand of rechargeable outlet, and this one's not included. This one's not included, just this one. So you have this. It's not even looks. It's really big. This is probably like what, 5 by I think 5 by 2 inches. It's not heavy, okay? It's just like hollow, and there's a fan in it. So once you plug this thing into this, yeah, just plug it in there and then let it charge. It will take probably 5 to 6 hours, but most of the times when I charge it, it will just took me like 5 hours or 5 hours and 15 minutes. It's not a fast charger, but what I learned is they said it's much better to use a regular charger than a fast charge, because it somehow affects the longevity of this battery. So I never bought a much fast charger than this one. By the way, if you're gonna charge for a fast charge, if it will took probably like 1 to 2 hours, but most of the time I charge it overnight, so 5 hours it's not a big deal for me. And it has a fan in it, so once you plug it, you will see there's a fans going. It's not really that noisy, but you know, it gives somehow a assurance that it will not overheat. Now we're talking about additional features for that e-bike, that it's connected in this battery. Actually, its headlights is LED, so there's a switch in it that when you use, especially at night, it gives you a clear view. It emits way better than my usual flashlight. So it's a good thing that you have that features. Also, it has a what do you call this? A horn. So it's all electronics. So it sounds like a normal ping ping. Well, it's not. It doesn't sound like a ring, ping ping, or something like that. So it's all connected to this battery, and it consumes the battery as well. Yeah. It has a security that when you brake, it will automatically turn off its power. Not really gonna turn off that you're not gonna use the horn or the lights, but it somehow cut off its power on the gear. There's a law here in Hong Kong, which is this is not, it's not legal. So I think probably like few months ago, 6 to 5 months ago, they had a problem. The authorities had a problem because there's an accident, and I totally get the idea. They have to do some things because someone's complained. So they have it becomes a news actually for a bike community that the e-bike will be illegal to use in Hong Kong. And there's a case somewhere in Hong Kong Island that someone's got injured because someone is riding an e-bike and hit someone. So the government has to do something, has to do with it, and they passed the law that this is illegal. Now the problem is, the record actually says that the Hong Kong has a 1 million user of e-bike, and they were going to categorize it as a motorized vehicles, same as the motorbike and other 4 vehicles that runs, motor. I'm not sure about that, knowing the fact that it's not actually a fully motor bike. It's just like a pedal assist. So and besides, just like 48, probably most 38, probably 48 or 52 volts, the most of it. So, but it's not really that high-powered geared, motorized or gasoline type, just like other motorcycles. So I think the bike community is trying to appeal to at least be considerate that they can still use this e-bike, because it's really help people who are trying to be active, try to be get into shape, especially right now. It's winter, there's the pandemic. You don't want to get become obese in your house, so you need to go out and do something, outdoor activities, and bike is the best way. But not all bike users are good enough to use a manual bike. If you want to go more further, somehow an e-bike is something that you can consider, because you need more help, especially like my wife. She has a problem with that. She easily get tired, she easily get frustrated. So if it has these features, hoping that the Hong Kong government and the authorities will consider it. So far, after that incident, it never happened again. And some people still using an e-bike. I can see it. I can see it. Someone is using the pavement and even in the bike trail. So I think it's illegal. They make note of that, but they are not really that strict, because maybe they considering that this is not really something that they're going to be very adamant, very strict. So they're trying to be considerate, but there's a law in it, and once you get caught, you have to pay a high price for penalty, probably 6 to 5,000 HKD for first offense. So just be careful about that. But hopefully that government will think about it and consider it like it's a good for most of the people who is cyclist or who wants to get involved into cycling. And because let's not forget, this is economical and non-combustion vehicle. It means it's eco-friendly compared to other fuel engine motorcycle. So that is something that you gotta think about it. That is something that good about this rechargeable battery. And also just be careful also with buying some crazy brand of this e-bike. And I suggest not to use or not to charge it 24 hours. Like leave it in there for 24 hours. It will be overcharged, because some cases it will burn, it will overheat. So just make sure that you're awake, or probably you will not exceed its charging capacity. Like if it's 4 hours, 6 hours most, keep it that time frame and don't overcharge it.